the Fab Five back together again. Stop messing with him. He was comfortable.
So much.
Look at he's
like
cuddling
giving him
up.
pets.
Talking about Artie the podcast dog, just out of frame, but
so much.
always
just
in our
out
hearts.
of frame, always, but
That's all right. We'll see him in the post show. Welcome back to What the Podcast. Everybody's talking about it. Biggest show on the Albright Entertainment channel at the moment.
yeah.
I'm Ryan.
I'm John.
And together we are
Ryan and John.
on the couch, as always, Cara Tafolla. Cara Slim Pickens Tafolla.
What's Slim Pickens?
She's got kind of country-esque outfit.
I like it's her country shirt. It's her
He's
farm
been making
girl.
fun of me all
I haven't
morning.
been making fun. It's her farm girl shirt.
It is kind of
Mason?
Pearl-esque.
You guys know Mason, the Walmart kid?
Yeah,
Oh.
Mason Ramsey.
She do me. She do you.
Guys, he's got new music out. You got to get with it.
Also joining us this week is Annie the Skovmand.
I'm back.
Always fresh, never frozen. Back from her world tour.
My world tour.
Unfortunately, she did not bring me a small boot, so I have nothing to display here. No tiny boot.
Okay. You want tiny Texas boot? I got something in here in this Mary
She's gonna
Poppins bag of
show me
mine.
the middle finger. Gonna.
No, I have
That would have been
something.
funny, though.
I know. I kind of.
A full-size boot.
It's an
I
actual
pulled
boot.
a whole boot. I pulled a whole.
Okay. Wait.
Okay, I got.
Wait.
Make sure it's the right one. Yeah, here you go, Ryan. If you want, here you go.
What is it? What is that?
Open it up.
Uh-oh.
Open it
What is
up.
this? Is this going to be something that pops up?
Fuddrucker sticker.
What? Oh, is it a mini print?
Mini print, tiny boot.
Wow. Tiny
She
boots.
just pulled that out of nowhere.
She lied to you.
I knew it. I
Tiny
knew it.
boot.
Tiny boots.
Karen, don't
Wow.
you worry. I got you a little print too. John, it jammed. I couldn't get one.
Oh, dang. Was
But
it one of those?
I got you guitar pick.
Was
She
it one of
did.
those mini print
She
machines?
Mm-hmm.
Because I looked all over New York for one of those mini print machines. What's yours? A little mixtape, a country song.
Also has
Tape.
tiny boot on it.
It does have a tiny boot on it.
Wow. I need to
Let me see yours.
put mine up right
Let me see yours.
Did you just forget you had that?
Switch. Let me see
Did
yours.
I actually remind you that you had it, or was this all part of the plan?
Because
No, I
when
saw-
I picked her up from the airport, she's like, I didn't get Ryan a tiny boot. And I was like, oh, okay.
I fully forgot about him. And then I got my new. Okay, redact.
Okay.
My driver's license.
Wow.
Oh, finally. My gosh. You got your real ID?
My real ID.
Okay, so
Goodness
now
gracious.
you're good to go.
And I was going through my wallet, putting it in, and I saw them, and I went, "Oh, I forgot about those."
Rolling. Good.
You had to take a new picture.
I got a new picture from the time I was 15. Was the last time I took a picture.
Ugh. So embarrassing.
It's such a nice upgrade.
I was like, "Wow, I'm not nearly as tan," which is upsetting.
Now,
but
unfortunately, if you do get married, you will not be able to travel. Do you hear about that situation?
whatever. What?
Yeah. Or no, travel or vote. That's what it is. Vote. They just passed some kind of, it's called the SAVE Act or something. And it basically says that like your passport is the only thing, like you have to have 2 forms of identification to allow you to vote. Did you hear about this?
No.
So basically it like is excluding married women because their ID doesn't match their birth
Passport.
certificate or something. And so you have to get your passport so that you can be able to vote, because that like assures that
So you
were
just have to have a
married.
passport.
Yeah, but if we had an election this year and you were married but you didn't have your passport, you wouldn't be able to vote because you can't.
It kind of seems like it makes it difficult for people who are lagging on changing their last names.
Is your last
Absolutely.
name-
It's a effing money grab, dude.
It's a money
because
grab.
they're like, we want you to apply for a passport, or we want you to pay the $100 to get your birth certificate updated,
Sure.
or we want you to pay the $75 to get a new license.
Or we don't want you to vote. Married women.
Yeah,
Stay docile.
it's all a freaking money grab, dude.
it is. It always is.
Probably is. Well, speaking of money grab, I don't know, something like that. As you guys know, I was sick this week.
I didn't know that. I just found this out for the show.
I just told you this. I had, of all things, bronchitis.
Ugh.
And
How'd you get that?
Ain't nobody got time
I
for
don't-
that.
I have no idea. I think it's one of those things where you get a
Huff and
cold.
paint.
It's like how
And
your
you start
cold. You know how
huffing
most
paint.
colds turn into sinus infections.
Yeah.
His turned into bronchitis.
It like got down into my
Oh.
I still kind of have the residual like cough, so I may cough from time to time
And that's
off
okay.
the mic,
And that's
of course.
okay.
But luckily, I went to urgent care and I was totally covered, and So thank you guys, taxpayers, for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
While I was
problem.
sick, I was sequestered to my bed for a couple of days in a row. A few awesome things happened to me. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
I binged a new TV show called The Pit. Oh man, this show is awesome, John.
Really?
The Pit is, and Annie told me this, the main guy was actually on ER back in the 90s. But he's back again. Yeah. And apparently he wrote and produced the show. Just found that out. It's 15 episodes.
Okay.
They're all an hour long.
Love.
And it's 15 consecutive hours of a shift in the ER.
Huh.
So every episode is like, it keeps going. It's the same day. Like, boom. Okay. And now how are patients doing? The next episode. Oh, like
A
this
true
patient came in.
continuity nightmare.
It was, oh my gosh. They probably filmed the whole thing as one ongoing like movie or something. But I was so hooked on it.
Whoa.
I'm not, I didn't watch Grey's Anatomy. Like, I'm not a big doctor show person.
Yeah.
Somebody suggested the show to me. I was hooked.
Yeah.
And I was absolutely like, I'm ready to, do a shift in the ER now.
You think you are, huh?
No, definitely.
No.
No, not at all.
Unless.
Unless
I need somebody.
what I like about it is like the camaraderie, and everyone's kind of like fast paced. And even one of the doctors said like, why do we get into this? And they were like, because we have ADD and like any other job would be boring. Like
Oh,
they're like,
wow.
because they're jumping from room to room. They're like, how's this patient doing? Oh, their sign, whatever, their vitals are dropping. Oh, we need to check their O2 levels. Okay, go to the next room. What's this person? Oh, we have to reset this bone. Like, and obviously
Whoa.
it's pretty graphic. It's on HBO, so they're showing it all.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think if I could get past the gore of it all, it would be kind of interesting to do that job.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't like the gore?
Don't like the gore. Don't like seeing people cut open and cutting people
yeah.
open, and
That certainly
a lot
does
of
seem-
like emergency
That's
trachs.
why he doesn't like going to
putting
the
the stuff
doctor.
in the throat and stuff. Oh, gnarly. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the doctor either. so.
Really?
But
I thought you weren't
definitely,
a fan of the doctor because you didn't like paying to go to the doctor.
well, that's part of it. But now I'm on insurance, so I'm good to go there.
Yeah.
No, he hates.
I just
he
don't like
hates
being-
needles. He hates.
I don't like being poked and prodded. I don't like being like.
You look like you just went to the eye doctor.
Oh, you like my glasses?
Yeah,
No.
I love them.
Huh.
Nope.
They're
Pretty cool
super
glasses.
I pulled these
swaggy.
out of the bucket here.
The glasses
sunglass
bit.
bucket.
Glasses bit. That's what it is.
Oh, the pit.
The Pit, not the.
So, anyways,
Pit.
great show. If you're looking to binge a show, very bingeable.
Bingeable.
I sat on the couch, watched it for 2 days.
So it's just so I understand the structure. It's
Yes, go ahead.
every episode is a 15-hour shift.
Every episode is 1 hour of the same 15-hour shift.
Oh, and there's 15 episodes.
And it's ongoing.
Whoa.
Yes.
That is certainly interesting.
It was really interesting. Once I caught on to like what was
So is
happening.
there one season so far?
There's one season so far. Just came out recently.
And it's just one shift.
And every episode, the first episode is called 8 a.m. The second episode is called 9 a.m. And it goes
Whoa.
boom, boom,
John
boom.
loves it.
And so it's kind of minute to minute, like it's like real time.
Yeah.
Because it's cutting around. It's like, and it's crazy how like narrative the day is too. Like you're following these different storylines that are kind of coming, in and out. And it's like, hey, what, people are small talking. The two nurses that like they're speaking Filipino to each other and like nobody else can understand them. They'll like cut to the two like talking shit about people. Like
Oh, really?
yes. Oh, it's great.
I'm
Yeah.
in.
All the interns, it's like their first day, so they're all green. But then by the end of the shift, they're like, oh, seasoned vets.
Yeah. That is
Anyways,
wild.
it's on HBO Max. It's called The Pit. Free advertisement for that.
Oof.
The other thing that I discovered while I was sick, thank you for asking, is Italian brain rot.
Okay.
I'm so excited to show you this, John. Can I pipe into the system here?
Yeah, sure you can, of course.
What is this? Rodecaster Pro 2?
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Let's see.
Nope.
Sorry about
No,
that.
it's okay. It's okay. I didn't tell you I was doing this, so that's fine.
No, it's okay. We can do it. No problem.
We'll cut this out of the show.
No, leave it in.
Yeah, we will.
This is
Here
the
we go.
truth.
This is
Discovering
really what
now.
the show's always been about.
It should be
I'm looking
shown.
for it. I'm looking for it.
Is it already on your phone?
It just forgot it. It said, "Do you want to forget this device?"
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it'll show up here in a second.
There she is. Italian brain rot, John,
right.
is a series of AI-generated images that are like an animal and an object
Okay.
mixed together, and they have these Italian names.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to show you a few of these. we have?
Guess the Italian animals from the photo. First question, what is his name?
So this is a shark
with Crocs
with some shoes on.
Trallallero, trallalla.
That's trallallero,
Porco Dio e
trallalla.
porco Allah. Number 2.
Now this is a guy that's a baseball bat, but he's a living baseball bat.
Tung 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 sahur.
That's tung tung tung
Number
sahur.
3.
This is. Tell me if you can guess which one this is. This is a crocodile face on a. It looks like a bomber
fighter jet. Yeah,
fighter jet.
Okay.
Yes. This is
Bombardiro crocodilo.
Bombardiro crocodilo.
So it's basically like fake Italian words strung together.
Strung together with
It's
AI
real
generated
Italian,
images.
but they're adding on like extra,
I can't wait.
like sahur
Which is kind
is
of
an Italian, but tun like that's
I don't.
the
Okay,
extra.
I'm not sure about tung sahur. I'm
okay,
not sure about him.
crocodilo is definitely
Crocodilo
crocodile in Italian.
bombardilo. It's a crocodile bomber. Okay.
Write in the comments, easy Italian
Okay, now
brain
here's
rot
a couple of
if
my
you
favorites.
pass
The
easy
cappuccino
level.
series.
Okay.
Number 4.
Oh no. This is a different. What do you think that guy is?
It's a monkey.
Monkey
as a,
head.
as a banana, basically.
Yep.
Okay.
What do you think it
I have
is?
no idea.
No idea.
I have no idea. I don't think I've gotten the swing of this.
Scimpanzini bananini.
Chimpanzini
Wah, wah, wah.
bananini.
Love
Chimpanzini
That
bananini.
makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
Number 5.
Now this one's going to be difficult for you, and I'm not going to try to explain it.
Brr,
This is
patapim.
brr,
Il mio
brr,
cappello è pieno di
patapim.
slim. Number 6.
Okay. Now this one, I think you can for sure guess this one. This is a coffee cup head on a ballerina.
Cappuccino ballerini. Is that right?
Ballerina cappuccina.
Ballerina cappuccina.
See, I picked the wrong word to go first.
Yeah, that's fine. And that
that's-
happens.
Nah, that'll happen.
It's
Ow.
my new obsession, Italian brain rot.
Are you okay?
Me.
I'm
No,
telling you,
the bronchitis got to his brain.
what's funny is, like, Cara was gone for like the whole day, had rehearsal.
It's syphilis.
I
It's
kind of
eating
thought that
its
I
brain
dreamed
out.
this,
And then she came out and you were like,
and I was like,
glad I checked this
No,
out.
and
I
then
was like,
Olivia called him, and Olivia was like,
"Cappuccino
"Have you seen this?"
assassino.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So that's great.
You think you
You
think
didn't
Italy's
do-
okay?
I'm not sure what.
Did you show cappuccino
Number
assassino?
Oh my
So there's guys that
Garam mararam raraman mararaman.
Friga camelo buffo fardello.
So they
Frigo
guess what it's
Camelo
gonna be.
Buffo
he's like
Fardello.
guessing from the two icons.
virtuoso
So wait,
bandito.
Oi, oi, oi. Bobarito bondito.
Bobarito
You're telling
bandito.
me-
Giro facile
Italian
when it
brain
comes
rot
to
quiz,
like
level
if you knew Italian, this is something that could be guessable.
No, I think it's more like they're like Pokemons. It's like, what's the name of this Pokemon?
Oh,
You know what I mean? Now there's kind of
Who is
lore
this?
behind it.
Scimpanzini bananini.
Chimpanzini
Wah,
bananini.
Wah, wah. How
You know,
about
what's this guy's name? Well, obviously I know that one. That's Trallallero Trallala.
Trallallero trallala. I bet you can't guess this one.
I
Oh,
am
this-
worried about you.
This is maybe my favorite one.
Capu cappuccino assassino.
Cappuccino assassino.
That's kind of you.
He's like
You're
a ninja
ninja.
killer. Cappuccino assassino.
Yeah, that's kind of you.
That is kind of me. So maybe there's something there.
Maybe that's why you feel attached to it.
I feel a lot of things.
Does your free insurance cover therapy?
No. Unfortunately, no.
No way.
That's gonna be rough.
That's tough. I wish
I-
I did.
tough.
I'm not sure what you
Tough
mean.
to
I think there's
take.
nothing wrong with appreciating Italian culture.
No, I don't think. I think there's nothing
think
wrong with
I
that.
don't think there's anything
Italians
wrong
are-
with that.
I think that's an insult to the Italians. If you're
No,
thinking-
the Italians are the one doing it.
no, AI is doing it.
No, the Italians are the ones
Well,
guessing them too.
the Italians definitely. I don't know who made it. Like, yeah, AI, maybe a supercomputer started giving them these pictures, and then they just were saying what they saw. Oh, that's cappuccino assassino. Of course.
Duh.
Because I don't even know what I would like. It seems like they have a very specific name for those. And in
Yeah.
English, we would just describe what we're seeing.
Yeah, but it's so maybe that's why is because the Italian language is so much like more poetic and like flowy that you can say, okay, yeah, it's like I don't know. If Artie was on a computer, we'd be like, oh, that's a dog with a blog. You know, maybe it's that sort of thing. It's just like wordplay. Like,
Yeah,
that
oh,
makes
what is this?
sense.
Oh, it's a cappuccino assassino.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
I think that should be your nickname.
sometimes the internet gives you a gift
Yeah.
like that, and you just receive it.
Yeah,
And I was at the right place at the right time. So
certainly something.
that's what my life has been like this week. John, what about you?
Not nearly as exciting, I'll say. I didn't have any health scares, and I didn't discover anything cross-culturally like you
Guys,
did. But
I've been putting the work in.
Have you not been all over this?
you sound sick too. What the heck?
All women's,
Oh, yes.
the women in space.
Oh yeah,
Women in space.
I have been knee deep in the lore of this space travel.
You're telling me first Lady Gaga headlines Coachella, and then they send 6 women up to space? Come on, ladies. Slay.
There's some phrase that I forget what it was called, but it was like girl washing or something like that, where it's
Yeah.
basically like or it was called femme washing, where it's like it's taking feminism and painting it over something that's like inherently not actually great for women.
Yeah.
And like does nothing for women, but like are marketing it as a feminist moment.
Yes, absolutely.
But in reality, it's like this was just a bunch of
it's like that
rich
the
jerks
Ocean's
going-
11 remake.
Yeah.
Like as if the problem with the world today regarding women is like there's not enough of them in space. Like we keep sending men to space. Stand aside, men. Let the women go to space.
yes.
And
Like-
there were all these interviews where they were talking about like this will be the first time that 6 women in full glam go to space. It's the
One of
first
them-
time that glam
No.
is going to space.
You're talking about Katy Perry, of course. You're talking
Katy
about
Perry. We should have left her there.
she's having a kind of an existential crisis over the whole thing,
Yeah,
right?
and then she was in an interview when they came back because they were in space for all of 8 minutes and came back
Fixed.
to Earth.
Gender non-equality fixed.
Fixed. They went to space and they came back. Also, Gail was in there.
Gail.
Really, Gail?
Oprah's friend Gail.
Out of everything you've done for the world, you're going to go to space with Katy Perry. Come on, Gail. You're better
She
than
looked
that.
like she was not happy getting off that.
She got off the
when they were ringing the
pod,
bell.
and she like kissed the ground. Did you see her kiss the ground?
Did you
Katy
see-
Perry did that
when they're
too.
walking. They will all
Hilarious.
walk in a line and ring a bell. She
Was that
literally
before or after?
after
Like
Gail
we did it.
literally was like, like nothing. Everyone else is smiling, like excited that they're back. She's like,
Maybe she got
kill
airsick.
me.
God. Katy
It was
Perry was
just-
like, I just have this, planetary mindset now. And people do talk about, I'm not underplaying the planetary mindset thing. You see the Earth from space, and it's supposed to like change your brain chemistry. All the guys say that. She's like, I feel like I've solved all the world's problems. I want to come back, with love, LOVE. It's like very like the way Michael Jackson used to talk to the press, like it's with love. Like I'm bringing that back to the world. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Like it's great. She is on one. I'll say.
And then they're like, she's like, yeah. And then my daughter ran up to me and I hugged my daughter. And my daughter was like, Mommy, what are we doing today? And she's like, you can have your iPad.
Yeah.
So weird. I was like, what?
She's
the-
like, we've done enough for
She's like,
today.
I did
honey."
a ton today. I went to space.
Exactly.
And then on top of that, Katy Perry's been so unhinged.
Insufferable.
And they keep on saying people are pissed because they keep on calling themselves astronauts.
Yeah. it's
And
a
they
lot
went
of
like,
work.
they went to like a 2-day training on how to like survive their 8-minute trip to space.
Because outside of
And
the
they
6
keep-
women, there was probably a whole.
There was one female astronaut. There was one
okay.
actual female
There you go.
astronaut on the.
Oh,
Okay.
like,
and Jeff Bezos
actually
was there,
doing it.
wasn't he?
So it was a
like
field
on the
trip.
ground. It was
So
He
it's a field
opened
trip.
the pod for them.
yeah.
But they kept boasting it as this all women run crew,
Like
the first ever
astronauts.
crew of whether or not they're astronauts is whatever, but they keep boasting this is an all women run crew that's going to space. Leave the men back on Earth. Let's get the women up there.
The women up there. And they did it.
And they did it.
And they
you
did
know
it.
what? And
And guess what?
nothing changes.
They did it.
I'm gonna say something controversial.
You hate women.
We should stop going to space.
Oh.
Stop sending people to space.
I have a new theory. What if they all went up there and aliens killed them and they sent aliens back that looked like them?
Oh.
Well, what are they gonna do, to Katy Perry? Because they already sent her as an alien.
Well, yeah.
years
How much
ago.
weirder can she
Well,
get?
they had to recall her. They were
They
like,
sent the real Katy
they're
Perry
like,
back.
Oh.
They go,
That's
actually,
why-
you need her back.
Well, she sang that song.
E.T.
You're an alien,
Yep.
and I am too. Going to space.
Yeah.
You know how that song goes.
It's
Don't lie.
Supernatural.
Yeah. Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. You didn't lose your singing voice.
No, I did not, baby. Come on. I've been resting it.
Come on.
I don't know. Do you want to go to space?
No,
No.
God, no. I have
No.
absolutely nothing in me. Now, submarine down to Titanic.
Hold on.
I'm more interested in. Nothing
No.
in me wants to ever go to space.
No, definitely not.
The ocean freaks me the hell out. I could never.
Why do they keep doing this performative stuff? Like, why did Katy Perry? Yeah, why? I feel like Gail is like she is actually like an advocate for women's rights.
That's
and
when, like, really, Gail, you signed up for this?
She fully took the bait.
Yeah.
Where she's like, yep, this is good for women. And like, why does stuff have to be good for women? Like, can't they just be like going to space because they are rich billionaires?
Yeah.
Well, and that's the whole thing is they didn't want to say I signed up to go to space because I'm a rich billionaire.
Who
They
else
were like,
went?
it's for women.
Who else was in the lineup?
There's some other TikToker, and then these girls were like,
TikToker.
Not a
Jeff Bezos'
TikToker.
wife. Jeff Bezos'
Whoa,
wife.
whoa.
Her girlfriend went. Jeff Bezos' girlfriend went.
All
I was like, does Jeff Bezos have a wife?
No,
Who went
he did. They
to
got
space.
divorced.
They got
Now he has
divorced.
a
That's
girlfriend.
right. It was like the $1 billion.
Divorce, yeah. She
good
donated
for
all of her
her.
money.
The flight
to
lasted
the-
11 minutes, taking them to the edge
Good
of
for
space,
her.
where they experienced weightlessness before returning to Earth. The crew, the 6 women who participated in the flight: Katy Perry, Lauren Sanchez, Jeff Bezos' fiance, Gail King, CBS Morning co-host, Aisha Bowe, former NASA rocket scientist, Amanda Wynn, civil rights activist, slay, and Carrie Ann Flynn, film producer. The capsule returned to Earth with a parachute, soft landing, marking the first all-women flight into space by Blue Origin. Katy Perry. I don't know. Stop sending them to space. Stop
I
sending
could get
anybody
behind
to
that.
space.
I could get behind stop sending people to space.
I don't
Like,
think
what a
it's worth
waste
it.
of resources.
Yeah, it feels kind of not worth it, if you ask me. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Or
can
if
get
you're gonna
behind
send
that.
people to space, send the people that can actually, I don't know, understand
I know.
it, make some sort of progress. You're sending celebrities to space. That's not doing anything.
What is the counterpoint? Is like it's actually good because it's showing them like a different mindset, and it's like, yeah, I'd rather them go and study a lot of like we don't know anything about space hardly. Like go up there and study the effects on.
That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna send somebody
Bad
to do
boss
something
ladies.
that makes sense in sort of like
Oh, bad
progressing.
boss ladies.
I don't know.
What are the
space
short
travel?
and long term effects that space has on bad bitches? Like what?
That's so crazy. What
What
are the
does-
short and long? What's the
what
short
does-
and long on
What
it?
does? How does space affect a girl boss?
How does anti-gravity affect extensions?
No.
But that is the picture they're painting for us is like,
That's true.
and girls can do it too. It's just too much.
It's so messed
It's tough for sure. I don't know.
Whatever.
up.
Whatever. They can do.
Whatever.
They can do whatever they want.
Yeah,
Right?
certainly.
I mean, they have $1 billion, so yeah, they can.
You think they all paid for it? You think Gail paid for it? Or you think the
I think they paid for it.
You think CBS paid for it? For her to
No,
Um,
I think she paid for it.
I feel like
go? What? She looks. She didn't even enjoy it.
Gail's got a lot of money.
Yeah, but why would she do that? Like she didn't even. It looks like she hated it.
Have there ever been? No, that was the first one. 110 women have gone to space. Actually, how many men?
This is riveting.
Okay, hold on. Crew members paid
But how
for
many
the
men?
trip. Well,
299.
okay.
So they paid for the trip.
She had to pay to go. No official confirmation. Okay. Interested candidates must pay $150,000 of a deposit to potentially even go. Wow. Blue Origin auctioned off a seat for $28 million.
Ooh. So they did. So they paid for it. So it's buy your way, pay your way. Okay.
I don't know.
Gail's got a lot of money.
Oh yeah, the Ashari,
Sorry,
the woman.
Aziz.
No, the
Oh,
woman
yeah,
that
yeah,
went. Ashoy? I don't know how to pronounce her name. I apologize.
That's fine.
She paid $20 million to go.
Dropping the bucket, right, for these people.
William Shatner did not pay to go to space when he went.
I bet you somebody probably paid his way
because he was on Star Trek.
Yeah, he's Captain Kirk.
Yeah. Interesting.
I think if you were buddies with somebody rich, you could be like, hey, like John, like.
Well, I'll tell you,
this will look great. I'll when I get up there.
Fiance did not pay.
No, well, no, she probably did. She's got her own money now. Oh no, it's not the ex. It's the fiance.
So
he probably.
So Jeff was probably like, "Do you want to go to space?"
He's probably doing it right this
she's
time,
like,
right?
I have a meeting like that morning. It's hard to move.
They're like, "Oh, it's 11 minutes long." Oh yeah, I'll go.
Oh, sure,
absolutely.
It's 12 minutes. Okay, cool.
I can
30
be there.
seconds on and off.
Space.
What can you guarantee? I'll be back for my 3 p.m.
It's 12 minutes long.
I just have a lot of
okay.
things
Absolutely.
going on that day. I have like a few meetings like I can't move or miss, and
Wow.
so, you'd go. If somebody paid your way, you'd go.
Oh man, it's so like not. It's this is so like high horse of me, but stop me if you've heard this one. Like it's so what a waste of resources and money and like the effect that has on the environment. Like I'm not going to do anything other than appreciate, the largeness of the universe, which got it right. Heard.
Jeff
Saw the Grand Canyon. Like I understand what we're working with here. Big Earth.
Yeah, I hear you.
Did you hear how much it cost?
How
go?
much?
No, to run the whole mission, $1 million a minute.
Yeah.
$1 million a minute? $12 million?
Yeah, $12 million.
That's not as much as I thought it was going to be.
$12 million just for
Space?
them to go space for 12 minutes and back.
It's
more
really,
money than we will ever see in our lives.
It's a really fast rocket, or yes, obviously. It's a fast airplane, right? Like you get in a thing and then it goes super fast and then it's in space.
Yeah.
You know?
It goes back.
And then it comes back. Well, it's got to come back safely.
Can you
Right.
imagine if it didn't come back? Oh my gosh.
And we just lost Gail and Katy Perry in one
Oh my
Powerful
gosh.
women gone.
Wait.
We lost Katy Perry to space.
Oh no.
That was like how Big Bird was supposed to be on the Challenger.
Oh god.
Did you hear that one?
I heard about that.
They were supposed to put Big Bird on the Challenger, like the one that took all those teachers to space. I'm sure we've talked about this on this podcast.
I don't know. I don't think we have.
The Challenger that blew up in the 80s.
Yeah.
That everybody watched.
We're aware. We're aware.
And it was a big deal because there was like they put a bunch of like high school, middle school teachers on this thing. There was like a teacher or two. And so all these schools were watching and being like, hey, look, like, you could go to space too one day. And it was like blows up. But they were supposed to put Big Bird on this thing. Like it was going to be a whole moment where it's like, hey kids, look, oh, Big Bird's going to space. And so like there's a version of that where like Big Bird dies on the Challenger.
And the version that there's probably some, 20-something-year-old person who's getting paid $25 an hour to like
do the puppet
and the costume.
It's Jim Henson. Oh my god.
No.
That's horrible.
That's absolutely horrible.
But it's Katy Perry. She's like super.
She's getting destroyed online about all this.
Yeah, I mean,
of course there's gonna be haters, right?
yeah.
But let the women work, okay?
Yeah,
let them be fierce.
6 queens in
space.
What
Now
are
we're
you
going to
talking
get a space-themed album from her.
She already did the space thing, didn't she? E.T., all that stuff?
E.T.
So, hey.
So maybe Space Part 2.
Space Part 2.
She's
space
like,
theme 2.
She's like, I'm super serious this time about space.
But now I've been to space,
I'm
and now
sorry,
it's different.
if she tries to pull like the I'm changed from going to space, I can't buy into that.
She did it.
I
She's already
can't.
doing it, bro. She's on the press tour.
Who can buy into that? Oh, you're changed? You've had millions of dollars for more than half your life, and all of a sudden now you're like changing your ways because you went to space? You paid $20 million to go to space? And we're supposed to believe that?
What if she starts giving it all away? What would be awesome is... Oh, I'm watching a really like Tom and Jerry situation that's going on here, but luckily Annie just put it out. Just out of frame is hanging the infamous LaCroix banner.
Stupid.
Somebody taped it up with painter's tape.
Somebody taped it up with
Somebody
painter's
in
tape.
the
PA.
decoration department, in the interior decor department, put it up.
Somebody did.
And right underneath it, where it looks like it's about to fall, is this candle that Annie's been burning every week for, I don't know, 75 weeks in a row.
You're
or something
welcome.
Like that. Yeah.
Ambiance.
To mask your farts, probably. I don't know.
Fart mode.
And
Alexa,
it looked
fart
like it
mode.
was about to fall into the candle, and I saw, all the...
Which
all
I
the
did
signs. The
pain
threaten
and
to burn
suffering.
it down earlier where I held the candle up to it.
We were going through. The reason this is out here is because we were. It was up in our room. Like
Yes.
up, like we were going through some stuff and
You
we
know
were
how
getting rid of
Jordan's
stuff.
pregnant?
And Jordan goes, we can toss this, right? And I was like, that's not even my,
No.
that's not even my call. I hate to break it
No.
to you. I said, it's not even my call.
That's, you know what? That's out of my jurisdiction.
I
I'm
was
sorry.
like, I got to talk to the people.
The people. I gotta talk to my people.
And
hey, if you're ready to get rid of it, I mean,
no, I love it. I love it. For the
okay,
record.
great. Thanks.
I think it's great.
Then that's where it's gonna stay. Right there.
I do need someone to. I liked it when it was a blanket. When it was like a full blanket.
Uh-huh.
You know.
So maybe we can figure that out.
I can send it to Grandma and she can sew it into a blanket. She'll make it happen. Because
Hey Siri, call Grandma.
a friend of ours, Kat Binning, friend of the show, she made it a blanket, but she used temporary glue because she was like, I don't know if you guys want it to be a blanket. She didn't want to like ruin it, and I was like,
right.
so it was great, but now it needs to be sewn into a blanket. So we'll make that happen.
What if we? Oh, if only Joanne's was.
Joanne?
What if we made it
Joanne's
one of
is
those tie
dead, dead.
blankets?
What's that?
We
Yes!
cut the corners.
My
We do,
gosh.
and then we
You've
tie
seen
it.
those.
We tie it to.
Those were huge.
Oh, okay. I don't know why.
The
I was
fleece
thinking-
blanket.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, I got you. I hear you.
Go ahead, John.
I thought it was like a cultural thing, like you said, tie, like
Like a Thai, like
Like-
Thai food.
Oh,
Thai
like
food.
from
Thai.
Thailand.
And I was like, oh, what's that?
Thai-
That's cool.
We can make it a tie
Taiwan.
blanket.
Yeah, and I was like, what's
You know,
a tie
tie.
blanket? You know, but
Tie.
now I understand
Tie.
physically
Got it.
tie. Loved, used to make those, loved them.
I'm in. Let's get to work. Pull it down.
We got to figure out what our back color is going to be, backing color, and then we can
I
Let's
think
go to the store.
we print
See
a
what they
picture of
have.
us.
let's not get crazy.
Oh,
with it, okay?
print a picture of
We
us.
get a blanket of us.
You want to pay to get a picture of us made into fabric, and then you want to tie it to the back of this.
I like
LaCroix photo.
I like you're saying this as if there's not a blanket in this room with your face on
Or
it.
it isn't in
Got
here
it.
anymore.
It is. There's no way. It's
But
not.
also, like, that's a lot of work. I'd rather just get a solid piece of fabric and make it a tie blanket, like we talked about it.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a lot
well,
of
if
work.
we're doing a tie blanket, I want a
Boo.
Thai person doing it.
Okay.
A person that ties. Oh, a person from Thailand?
Or Taiwan.
No. Those are Taiwanese people.
Is that Taiwanese?
Yeah.
Thais, Thailand, Taiwanese.
And he's
Nice.
canceled. There we
Taiwan.
go.
You learn something new
Thailand
every
and
day.
Taiwan. Different
You learn
places.
something new every day.
34
okay?
minutes in, she's canceled.
Well,
And
talking about
she's cooked.
canceled.
Uh-oh.
Oh, who's canceled?
Welcome back.
Big
Yeah, you were
brand
really quiet.
names.
Okay. Which ones?
Now that the whole tariff thing is
Okay.
coming out,
Oh, yes. Actually, this is a big on Cara
all
radar
of the
lately.
Chinese warehouses are coming out and saying you can buy straight through us
Mhm.
without the tariffs your same brands. We make them here. You're just paying so much in the US because they're branded.
Give us some examples. Give us some examples.
Lululemon.
What's the markup on Lulu, are they saying?
You can buy Lululemon right now on the little yellow app.
Okay, which is
$13 for
It's
a
called-
pair of
sorry.
leggings.
$13 for a pair of
What's
leggings.
the app called?
And it's called the little yellow app. What is it called?
DH Gate.
DHgate.
DH
there you go.
Gate. Are we going to get got
my
for saying
plug.
that or something? Oh, okay. Heard.
Did you buy a bunch of stuff that you don't
That's
need?
where I get all my shoes.
That is true. Kara is known to buy shoes
So
from
the whole thing about
DH
DH Gate is it's from these Chinese like big warehouse manufacturers, and you think it's like they're real, but they're technically knockoff because they're not sent to the brand. They're made in the warehouse, and then these people take all the extras, or they
So you buy Adidas on this website, on
yes.
this app.
Yes,
Okay.
Do they have an Adidas
Yes.
logo though?
yes,
So from manufacturing where they would normally send it to the Adidas receiver over here in the States.
somehow it gets stopped
somebody's
by.
sending it to another. Oh,
Or
so
I
we're,
know that workers are stealing them.
so we're
and selling them.
We're to infer
themselves.
that there's some inside trading going
Yes.
on. Okay.
But
Which is
the
fine.
cost to make like Lululemon leggings in those factories is $6. So all these places are like, yes, we make them. These are what your Lululemon leggings are from. Buy them straight through us and not them.
And so they're probably making a bigger cut because who knows what they're getting paid in these Chinese factories.
And now people are buying them in bulk to then put their own brand on them.
Okay.
So what are we talking? What kind of brands are we talking here? Already you've mentioned Lulu,
So
Adidas.
the big thing is it's shoes, workout clothing, designer bags.
What are we talking? Like
We're
Louis
talking
Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton, Coach,
Yeah, but do you want a designer
Gucci.
bag?
Yeah.
You do.
What-
All girls want a designer bag.
One thing about Cara is that if she got a good deal on, she's a thrift queen.
Yeah.
If she got a good deal on it,
Yeah.
She was where were you just telling me about your swimsuit you got the other day?
Oh, I thrifted it.
She thrifted this swimsuit and she goes, "Look, $200."
I found it online.
New in the store.
New, it's $250.
I'm like, she's like, I got it for $4. I'm like, oh great, you can sell it. You can make a bunch of money. She's like, no,
No, I like it.
No.
I like it.
It's just fun to find it.
It's about the score. For her.
But the whole thing about these
That is true because the
These
Doc Martens. we were on
Chinese
the Doc Martens store
manufacturers-
for a while.
it's all these brands. They have Doc Martens, Adidas, Birkin.
you
These
still-
are from
Are you still looking for Doc
Little
Martens?
yellow-
A specific Doc Martens, or is that story been wrapped up?
No.
You were looking for Doc Martens.
I
for a
have
long
I
time.
got them for Christmas.
There you go. That's what I
Um
needed to know.
From DHgate?
so no. From
The store.
Teen Nut.
From your mom.
But all these
Not a
people
burn,
have
not a
been
burn, your
getting
mom.
designer bags
Not a
from
burn.
this app for years, saying like, "Yep, this is like a fake replica." And then now, recently, all these people from these manufacturers are coming out saying, "No, they're not fake replicas. They are real. They are the real thing."
Okay, so won't this kind of start like a drop in the proverbial like stock of these companies? Not the stock literally, but like almost the like social stock of
Maybe.
it. Because if everybody starts wearing, Lulus, if
The social stock is the right word.
you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Because if right now it's like who wears Lulus is like kind of more upper middle class, like workout people, and then that's what happens is that stuff trickles down, if you will. The Devil Wears Prada, thank you. That stuff trickles down, and eventually, like this brand that's supposed to be bougie, now everybody's wearing it, so it's kind of not bougie anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I watched this whole thing on like some vintage seller going through the different labels of Ralph Lauren
Okay.
and the difference between Ralph Lauren Polo, Ralph Lauren like whatever, RA, like RL, and all these different things, because they make them at different qualities.
But it's all kind of the same. It's all coming from the same place.
Yes, except for like a few, like they were saying like Ralph
Oh.
Lauren purple label is the
Yes.
only one that is truly handmade,
Yep.
hand knitted, hand whatever.
You go on TikTok now,
Or is that
and
part of
there's
the
this
marketing?
woman who literally is now answering questions. So Zara,
Zara,
Zara.
made in Italy.
allegedly.
Not made in Italy. It's all made in China.
No.
This
Oh.
woman says,
Nobody believes
"Oh,
that.
you want the manufacturer for Zara shoes? It's these people. You want the manufacturer for all the Zara jackets? It's this.
My
They're
question-
all different.
They're all different
places.
Chinese companies.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand the concept of this, but how is it avoiding tariffs if it's coming from China?
I think that is also kind of a
people-
tactic because they're not like
No,
maybe if you're
it is.
well if I'm buying it from somebody in China and getting it specially delivered.
Yes.
is that there's no tariff.
There's no tariff.
Yeah,
Right?
because the tariffs are paid by the
Oh, like
These
American
made-
people have
companies.
made their
The
own
companies.
accounts. They're not connected to the warehouses. They've
Now-
made their own account saying, "I can get you all this
Right.
stuff from
So you're
the
paying
warehouse."
international shipping, but
Yes.
that's your fee.
Now
Yeah.
if we thought we were
And
smart
most of the time on this app, it's free shipping.
and we were gonna buy a bunch of stuff from one of these sellers and sell it over here, you'd probably eventually get hit with like, hey, you're freighting in thousands of boxes of shoes.
That makes sense.
And that's
We're gonna
your
hit that
hit
with a
tariff.
tax.
Yeah.
Boom.
That makes sense.
Which
yeah.
right now, last time they talked about it, it's going to get rolled back, but they said it was like 125% on Chinese imports.
Whoa.
Crazy.
So the idea is that we're gonna put these tariffs up so to encourage these companies to bring their manufacturing back to America. But then the price is gonna skyrocket no matter what,
because anything made in America is so expensive.
it's so expensive, even just for land and like
and-
manufacturing and like minimum wage and all this stuff.
the problem is too is the
It's probably cheaper to just pay the tariff and hike up
what's
the
that
difference.
called where they always talk about like the where you get the resources to make your goods, the supply chain.
Mm-hmm.
The supply chain is also over there in China. So it's like,
Yeah.
let's say you were going to start making iPhones over here. The chips, the metal, the glass, all of that stuff is also in China. So you're still importing all of that
You're
stuff.
importing all this stuff you
So
need
it's
to make
like,
it.
but we've been doing that since the like post World War II. We screwed the whole pooch on that when they started moving jobs over there to China. When they started, all the factories are being automated.
You know why? All the factories were run by women in World War II, and they were like,
Period.
"Ugh."
Stand aside, men.
And then they said, you know what? Let's do this better somewhere else. Actually, we don't want to be here anymore. In the same way that Ryan no longer wants to go to space, all these women went, and now he's like, let's not go to space anymore.
It's not cool anymore.
Yeah.
They're going you're going to hear a lot about how they care about American jobs, and they don't care about American jobs. They care about bringing
wanna
money
give you-
into this country.
I want to give you some of the prices.
Go ahead.
on some of the things that are in my cart
Five
right
things.
now.
5 things.
That are in your cart right now?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
A pair of
That
Lulu
Ryan
leggings.
will be paying for.
$16.
Talk about tariff on me right now.
Yeah.
A Louis Vuitton, like mid-size bag. How much do you think that would be like buying it now?
I don't
No
know.
idea.
I have no idea the Louis stock prices.
Louis Vuitton, you're paying like $1,000.
Probably $1,000.
For a bag?
$29.
Huh.
So what does that tell me? That's what I'm saying is my idea of Louis Vuitton is now thrashed.
Remember those ballerina shoes we saw?
Mhm.
The Miu Miu ones
Oh yeah,
that were like $2,000,
yeah.
$27.
This is
Isn't it true?
This is starting to get up in a cart here.
I was
You're-
going to
you're
say.
at, you're at $90 now.
Oh, I add a bunch of things. So this is the thing.
Still doesn't beat
I add a
thrifting.
bunch of things to my cart and I keep them there for a while and then I go through and like I'll choose like 2 things to buy. But
I love it.
once you buy them,
The impending
once you buy
purchase.
them and then in a month from now you're like, "Oh, I want to buy another one." You go to find it, the account is gone
Gone. Because they got.
because they got.
It's almost like these days, you don't really know where your money's going. You don't know like the value of the dollar anymore. Luckily here at What the Podcast, you know exactly where your money is going. To our Patreon. Folks, for $4 a month, you can support What the Podcast through our Patreon account. That is a website strictly to help us keep the lights on over here at Albright Entertainment. So for $4 a month, you're going to get access to a bunch of content, and in exchange for helping us support the show. Content, you ask? What content that is? The post show. You can watch the post show every week. It's an extra podcast we do. Kind of get into the nitty gritty, a little more than what we talked about on the show. You're going to get behind the scenes stuff. You're going to get merch drops. You're going to get all kinds of great stuff. And we just thank everybody that supports us on Patreon. And if you want to be a member of Patreon, head down to the bio. Click the link.
That was good. Good read.
That was good,
You know what I'm
guys.
talking about? It was kind of okay. It was a little messy, but I liked my transition into it.
Because I'm too messy.
And then I'm too clean.
Coachella.
Oh, go ahead.
On
She
post-
performed at Coachella.
We can talk about
on the post
Coachella
show.
on the post show because there are some things I want to talk about at Coachella that are absolutely ridiculous.
Love
The
it.
guy decorating his tent. Did you see that?
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yo Gabba Gabba.
Fantastic. Yo, Gabba Gabba. We can talk about Brian May. All kinds of Coachella stuff we're going to talk about. So thank you all so much. Great episode. Happy 2:30. John,
Happy 2:30.
how you doing over there? You good?
What's Happy 2:30?
2:30, episode 230.
Oh,
That's
you're
where we're at.
right.
This is
You're
it.
so right. I'm sorry. I was like, what? 2:30?
Happy
It's
2:30.
like a time,
It's-
Sam, but it's
it's
not
1:48.
2:38. It's almost 2.
Well,
Anyways,
break down the fourth wall.
We
a
should
little
go
bit.
get Thai food.
we're not
Thai-
getting food.
Taiwan-
I had
Taiwanese
Thai
food?
food yesterday.
We're not
No.
getting food. We just talked
Thailand
about
food.
this.
I know, but we could get
I'll sit with you
Other
while
Thai
you
food.
eat. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I haven't eaten. Let's go to Costco.
On the couch as always, Cara Tafolla, Annie the Skovmand. I'm Ryan.
I'm John.
And we'll see you next week on
What the Podcast.
Pushed it a little early, sorry.
It's all right.
Costco.
It worked.
I'd go to Costco. I do need to get milk. For the pop-up this weekend.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
We will.
Costco.
Costco.